Let's begin. We'll start in mountain pose. You do need a strap today. So just make your way up to the top of your mat. We'll just take a few moments just to continue to prepare and to fully arrive. And just come to the top of your mat and just come to stillness for a moment. Feel free to close your eyes or just soften your eyelids. We'll begin our practice with breath. So take a few deep breaths. Taking a full breath in. Exhale completely. Another full breath in. And exhale to empty. Wonderful. Just continue with slow, steady breaths. As you feel the energy of breath move through you, feel free to add some movements, gentle stretches, just to tune into your body, recognize how you feel this morning. Bring to mind and body how your practice can assist you today. What do you need from your practice? In your gentle movements, you might want to circle your shoulders a few times, maybe slowly backward and forward. Even a little movement of your head and neck, maybe bringing ear down towards shoulder, both sides. A gentle nod, yes. And slow shake of head, no. Just releasing any tension or just the awareness of any tightness or soreness in the neck, shoulders, and even just work down your body. How's your back today? How are your hips? Let's bring a bit more energy to the breath and body. On your next inhale, just feel breath rising upward, filling up your lungs. So a nice expansive breath. That's it. And with this exhale, pull or draw your belly button in towards your spine as you connect to your center, creating the abdominal lock. That light contraction of your abdominal muscles. Again, breathing in, feeling the lengthening of your spine, so feel tall, proud. Lungs expand with that inhale. And the exhale, drawing inward, connecting to center body. Bringing energy and stability to the body, strength, power. Let's take 3 more breaths in preparation to move our bodies. A reminder to move at your own pace, so if you need to or want to move slowly, please do so. Just honor yourself. When you're ready to move, let's inhale, extend arms out and up. Treat it like a nice stretch, reaching into the air. Good. Exhale, we'll fold forward, so we're hinging at the hips, soft knees, and just carefully guide your way down. Your hands might land at your shins or ankles, maybe your toes. Inhale, slide your hands up the legs a little bit so you only rise up halfway, so you're parallel to the floor. And exhale, just melt your way back down, sliding down the legs, perhaps allowing your back to round. A little curvature of the spine. Notice what that feels like, that pull, the energetic pull of gravity through the crown of your head, creating length in the spine, even though it's curved and rounded. Again, you might want to circle your shoulders a few times or even stir them in a circle like you're stirring a big pot of soup. Good. A little sway of the upper body, perhaps a release of the low back and hips. We'll take 2 more breaths here. We'll carefully come back up to standing first. Shift your weight back into your heels. Bend your knees to lower your hips like you're sitting down into a low chair. Start lifting upper body to extend upper body. Then inhale, reach out with your arms, then all the way up, reaching for the sky. On the exhale, you can bring your palms together down to your heart or arms down to your side. And that completes our, bless you, our half salute to the sun. Bless you. Let's move through that sequence again, moving at your own pace. Inhale, sweep arms out and up. Good energy through your arms, hands, and fingers. Exhale, yes, leading with your heart. Fold forward, always okay to bend your knees as you make your way down. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins or knees, extending through your back body, nice and long and flat. Exhale, fold back down, releasing head. Perhaps take a peek between your knees so you can see the wall behind you. Again, shifting weight into your heels, lower your hips, start lifting upper body. Then inhale, sweep arms out and up, reaching high, big stretch. Exhale, either hands to heart or arms down to your side. Finishing our half salute. Another pause, take a breath. We'll move through our sun salute. Move at your own pace. Inhale, reaching into the air, both arms extended, mountain pose. Exhale, let's swan dive forward, soft knees guiding your way down. And inhale, rise up halfway. Feel the top of your head lead you forward. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, getting low enough so you can place your hands on your mat out in front of you, near the top edge of your mat, and walk or take several steps to the back end of your mat with your feet. Lower your hips to just shoulder level, drawing a strong straight line in the body. We'll pause here for a moment. Just push into the earth with your hands, energy and strength and length in the arms. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knees slightly, send your hips into the air as your head and chest sink between the arms, gently arriving in downward facing dog. If you need to, make some adjustments with your feet on your mat, even your hands, helping you to fully arrive in your posture. You can certainly just hold here, breathe with the sensations, or even add more sensation by moving, maybe pedaling the feet. Good, stretching the toes, your calves, let your knees bend. Even an exaggerated movement of hip side to side. If your hands or wrists get fatigued, just come down to your knees. You can still move maybe through a cat-cow, or even rest for a moment in child's pose if you'd like. Moving from here, let's take a full breath in, filling up your lungs with the exhale. Bend your knees, walk, step, or even hop both feet. Return to the top of your mat. You'll be in forward fold, yes. Inhale, rise up halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold. Same weight shift into the heels, bend your knees, lower hips. Let's inhale and come all the way up, reaching high. And exhale, we'll take our chair pose, sitting back and down into the imaginary seat. It could be a high seat like this, or even bending the knees more, lowering the hips, going a little deeper. We'll move from here, breathe in, and exhale, dive out of your chair, back down towards toes, forward fold. Inhale, elongate through spine, lifting up halfway, half forward fold. Exhale all the way down, bend your knees, hands on the earth, out in front of you, walk or step, or even hop the feet back, plank pose. Another brief pause, strong energy to lengthen the arms, feel that energy move through the entire body. You can take that same shortcut to down dog as you did earlier, or if you'd like, finish your push-up. You can modify that by bringing knees to the floor first if you'd like, then bend elbows, coming down. Your first back bend could be a low cobra, something like this perhaps, or even fully into upward facing dog. And your exhale, just tuck toes under, lift your knees and hips into the air. And again, just slowly allow the head to sink between the arms. Adjust your feet and hands, hold for a moment, and just really feel the shoulders here. If you're able, allow your chest to sink a little deeper as if you're sending your chest towards your toes. So your head might even pass your arms. That's a pretty deep stretch. So just notice how that feels in the shoulders. It might bind the shoulders or feel a little pinch. You're not going to hold that long. I just want you to kind of sense the difference between that feeling and then coming forward a little bit to come out of that pinch feeling. Yes. Now, inhale, extend right leg up behind you, reaching long, hold. Doesn't have to lift high, just reaching back energetically to your toes or your heel. Breathe in again. Exhale it, step right foot to the top of the mat or just behind the right hand, that's good. Turn left heel to the floor so your whole foot's on the floor, shifting weight back into that foot so you have balance. Hands are light so you can rise up, hinging from hips. Once you're tall, keep reaching up and then lunge. Just hold for a moment. Good energy in the straight arms initially. We're going to change that just by bending elbows to a 90-degree angle or a goalpost. And imagine you're trying to walk through a door, but your arms are in the door jamb. So you're just kind of walking through the door. And just notice the sensations in your arms. You might feel this across the back, from shoulder to shoulder, and perhaps an engaged back body. But of course, a nice opening across the chest. Let's inhale, re-extend the arms straight up. Exhale, fold. Yes, bring hands back down to the earth. Slide or pull right foot back into plank pose. Another pause just for strength and length. Make your way to down dog. Again, you can take the shortcut to down dog or moving through the full vinyasa. It could be chaturanga dandasana, finishing the push-up, finding your back bend, and we'll always meet in down dog. So you can take any sequence to get you to down dog. Same thing here. So you're sinking the chest a little deeper. Good. Head might pass the arms. Notice what happens in the shoulders, and then lighten that sensation. Then inhale, extend left leg into the air, holding for a moment to experience the length. Next, exhale, let's step left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel turns to the floor. Find that center and balance so you have light hands so you can just hinge from hips and just rise up. Again, once you're tall, just keep reaching up and then lunging low. Same thing here. We'll bend elbows to 90 degrees and imagine you're walking through the door. Yeah, just a little heart opener. Feel the engaged arms, shoulders, back and chest. Let's inhale, re-extend, arms straight up. Exhale, hinge and fold, hands to the earth. Slide, left foot back, plank pose. While we're here, let's set the right knee onto the floor, directly underneath the right hip. And then swing that right foot off to the right side. Keeping the weight in the right hand, let's open up the body towards the left side of the room. So left hand into the air, that left foot can remain on the floor. And the right foot is just kind of acting like a kickstand or a way to balance the body as we're in this variation of side plank. So good reaching up sensation with this left hand, and maybe even send it overhead, reaching towards the front of the room. Even turn your palms so it's facing the floor. And see if that just gives you a little bit more mobility in the shoulder as you reach. Even activate your left foot. Just flex the foot. It can stay on the floor, or if you want, you could lift it up off the floor. Your choice. Just activate it. Good. Let's breathe in. Nice. Exhale, let's carefully turn and fold. Left hand comes down. Bring the left knee down to the floor next to the other. You can get off the hands if you need to rest your wrists. Otherwise, go right into cat-cow. Just an inhale to create the back bend. Exhale, rounding the back, chin to chest. Feel the belly button draw up towards spine. A few more times just to get this nice mobility through the spinal column, that rocking sensation in the pelvis. And just pause in your neutral tabletop posture, and we'll do our side plank on the other side. So with the left foot, we'll just tap it and then swing it off to the left side. Extend your right leg back, keeping the foot or toes on the floor. Yeah, and then open up to the right side of the room. Adjusting your kickstand so you have good balance. Good, nice, yeah, wonderful opening through the body. Imagine you're wearing a belt and you're pushing the belt buckle forward. And even feel like your upper back is leaning back, maybe leaning back and into an imaginary wall. Good. Now extend this your right arm overhead. Spin the palm so it's facing the floor. Let's see if that gives you a little bit more mobility through this extended right arm. Activate the right foot, just flex the foot. You can keep the edge of the foot on the floor. If you like, lift it up off the floor. Reaching in these opposite directions, we'll breathe in and our exhale to return to the earth. Right hand, right knee, bring that left kickstand back in. Rest if you need to by sitting back to get off the hands, or just continue with a cat-cow flow. Finish the breath that you're on and take 2 more. And after those 2 breaths, maybe sit back into hero for a moment. We are going to take a seat, but we will need our props. You'll need at least your strap, and feel free to sit on a block if you want to, or just sit on the floor. I think I'll sit on a block here. And just crossing your legs in a way that feels comfortable to you. Then take your strap, and these are quite long. I realized because I have straps at home, but they're shorter. The straps come in different lengths. So I have shorter straps at home, so I don't really have to do this when I practice at home. But these are a little longer, I think. So fold it in half. Get this right here. Okay. All right, we're just going to hold on to either end. Something like this. Okay. And with an inhale, just sweep the arms forward and up and just remain here overhead, nice and tall. Even think of this as an extended mountain pose. You take the arms up. We're just having a little wider here. So we're going to take a breath in. Exhale, pull belly in just to engage your core for stability because we're going to do a side bend. We're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, pull belly in, a little tip to the right. And just feel that stretch through the left side. Don't have to go too far for this. Keep breathing, stay here. We're going to inhale, come back up to the top. Exhale, draw belly in for security and our tip to the left side. Feeling that stretch on the right side. And again, you don't have to go very far to feel this. It might even just be kind of just tug the strap with the left hand and it pulls the right arm and it creates the stretch. So you don't really have to bend over more, just pull the strap. Yes, let's inhale, come back up. On the exhale, see if you can take the arms slightly behind you. Don't have to go far back at all. Just see how they move backward a little bit. Inhale. And exhale, we'll fold forward. We'll bring the strap forward here too. If you can do almost like you're doing child's pose, except you're seated with legs crossed. If you're able to do this, just extend the arms out in front of you, a little stretch. And another side stretch, so you might walk your hands over towards the right edge of your mat. Again, another stretch sensation down the left side of your body. So you're getting this nice lengthening sensation. We're also paying attention today to our shoulders. So I'm sure this is affecting your shoulders. Notice how that feels in your shoulders. All right, walk back to center. And then we'll do the other side. If you need to change your sitting posture, please feel free. Wonderful. Lengthening, making space in the body. We'll come back up to center. You can walk your hands toward yourself. Keep the back curved and rounded, but slowly roll back up. Let your head be the last thing that lifts once you're tall here. Another circle of the shoulders, a few times backward and forward. Good. All righty. You can just move your strap over to the side. And come back to hands and knees. Let's get ready for our next lunge series. So once you're on hands and knees, tuck toes, lift knees, then hips, downward facing dog.
When you're ready, inhale, extend right leg up. Let's open the hip while we're here. Let's bend the right knee, bring the heel down towards backside. A slight lift of the knee, just to feel a nice opening in the hips. Again, making sure your hands are pressing firmly into the floor so you feel strong and stable in the upper body, so it doesn't feel like you're collapsing in your left shoulder. Let's breathe in. Exhale, unwind, step through. Right foot to the top of the mat, left heel to the earth, shifting the weight back, find your balance. Light hands rise up, first warrior. You can take your time with this, but exhale, open up to your warrior two. Good. Yeah, some adjustments with your feet, maybe a wider stance for greater stability, balance, and strength. Feel tall. We're going to keep the arms stretching out here, parallel to the floor. Reaching dynamically from wall to wall. Building some endurance in our shoulders, just holding the arms up. In a side angle pose, follow your right arm forward to angle the upper half of the body. Let's rotate the arms, reaching downward with the right hand while the left hand reaches into the air. Now this right arm kind of gets a little rest. You can even rest the arm, bent right arm on your thigh if you'd like to, yes. The left hand still reaching up for a moment, again trying to touch the ceiling. And then we'll bring the left hand down behind you to your low back to give your shoulder a bit of a rest. If you have some mobility in your shoulder, if you can, a few circles of that left shoulder backward, and then hold it back, pull it back as another way to open up through your chest and heart space. Good. Very nice, everybody. All right, let's re-extend this left arm up into the air. And then exhale, we'll turn and fold. Free your hands. You can bring your hands to the ground. Slide right foot back. Plank pose. Just pause there. You can just take a shortcut to down dog. We'll do the other side. Move when you're ready. Inhale, extend left leg up into the air. Opening the hip. Bend your knee. Heel comes down. Knee lifts slightly. Doesn't have to be a big movement. So you have the hip opener, hands press strongly into the earth, stabilize the upper body so you're not collapsing into the right shoulder or right elbow. Breathe in, exhale, unwind, step through. Left foot to the top of the mat, right heel to the earth, grounding, balancing, light hands to float up. First warrior. Exhale, opening to your warrior two. Adjusting your feet, settle in. Strong, energized, reaching, checking in with the arms, just seeing if they're still parallel to the floor. Sometimes the back arm, if you're not looking at it, sometimes it likes to drop. Let's follow the left arm forward, angled upper body. Rotate the arms here. Feel free to stay up high so your left hand or left forearm can rest on the thigh. Right arm still reaching into the air. Yes, that's the pose. Nicely opened here. Let's bring the right hand down behind you to low back. Keep some mobility in that shoulder if you're able. Few circles backward. And then hold it back to open up chest. Feeling sideways, just like you did in that side plank. I had you imagine you're wearing a belt. You're wearing that same belt and pushing pelvis forward or pushing the belt buckle forward. Your hand behind you can give you a little nudge, just give you a little tap to push the pelvis forward. Let's inhale to re-extend right hand and arm up into the air. On our exhale, we'll turn, free the hands, hands to the floor. Slide left foot back, plank pose. Then finish your push-up if you'd like, or take the shortcut or any other sequence to get you to downward facing dog. Once you're in down dog, same thing. Bend the knees a little bit more, just a little bit more so your hips can lift up a little higher. That might allow you to sink the chest a little deeper, sending chest towards toes, the ears past your arms. Notice the sensation in your shoulders. And then soften that by sending your upper back forward to get out of that bind in the shoulders. Let's come back up to standing. Breathe in first. Exhale, bend knees, hop, step, or walk. Both feet back up to the top of the mat. You'll be in forward fold. Inhale, elongate through spine. The crown of your head leads you forward. Exhale, fold. Let's hold for a moment here. Just let everything go. Just drop. Shake your head. Open your mouth. Yawn. Making sure we're releasing any tension in the neck and jaw area. Maybe some more movement in the arms and shoulders. Let it all just roll off the body here. Let's shift weight into the heels. Bend your knees, lower hips. Start extending spine. And outward with the arms as you rise up, then reach up. Extended mountain, even look up if you'd like. Exhale, look forward and bring your arms out and down to your side. A little bit more movement in the shoulders here. Okay. Even in the wrists and fingers, since we were doing all those planks and down dogs and side planks. Just any relief you need to do for your wrists. Yeah. All right, while still in standing and when you're ready, just an inhale to extend arms out and up. Exhale, slowly bring arms out and down. Once they passed parallel here, start reaching behind you to the back corners of your mat. Like this. Reaching, fingers spread out. Feeling as if you're maybe holding on to a box, let's say, behind you. Just a different sensation, okay, compared to this, that goalpost shape. And remember what that felt like in the shoulders and chest. Feel what this is like. Again, an opening across the chest, front deltoid, the tie-in with the chest here. You might even feel the triceps engage. As the arms are straight, and it's almost like you're lifting. You could do a little tricep extension right there. Okay, bend the knees a little bit. Just let them jet forward slightly and just tip over a little bit like you're in chair. Okay, even think like you're a skier, in the high jump. Is that what they have in Olympics where they're... It's that. That's exactly what you're doing. You're just flying in the air. Tips of your skis are up. Tip your skis up. Okay. We land with grace and ease. Okay. Bend the knees more like a little bounce. Just drop the arms and lift up, rise up. Inhale. And exhale, swan dive. Moving at your own pace. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, hands to the earth, hop or step back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like. Chaturanga Dandasana, or skip this or modify, right? Yes, take your time. I love it. Inhale, up dog if you're going through that sequence, and finishing in downward facing dog. We're just flowing. Inhale, extend right leg up when you're ready. Reach, bend and twist open. Strong hands, arms and shoulders as you open the hip. Unwind, step through. Right foot to the top of the mat, warrior one. Once you've landed, left heel to the earth. Shift weight back, light hands. Rise up, yes? Exhale, opening warrior two. Adjust feet. Let's take a reversed warrior here. So right hand reaching up. And just let your left hand and arm just relax. Let's just rest there on the leg back there as you just kind of focus on this right arm reaching. You might reach straight up. If it feels okay on the torso, maybe reaching back behind you a little bit. Imagine you've got the strap in your hand, okay, like you did earlier, and did those side bends. Okay, big cartwheel or windmill out of the pose. Big circle with straight arms here. And then right back down to the earth. Slide right foot back, plank, finishing your sequence. Moving through each one with breath. Showing up in downward facing dog. Same thing, other side. Inhale, extending left leg into the air when you're ready. Bend and twist open, strong shoulders. Yes, that's it. Unwind, step through. Left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel to the earth. Create your center and balance. Float. Yes. Well, that was just beautiful. Nice unison movement together. The yogi dancers rising here. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Adjusting your feet. And our reversed warrior. Same thing. Left hand reaching up while the right arm gets a little rest as it just kind of relaxes down there. Hand on your knee or thigh. Reaching straight up or even slightly forward if tipping back doesn't feel great on your back or hips. Or if you can, that side bend as you're reaching overhead. You can even bend your elbow if that feels better. Yeah, good.
A nice lengthening feeling. Good. And here comes our big cartwheel, straight arms, big circles around and down to the floor. Step back, plank pose, finishing your sequence.
Holding down dog for a moment, same thing. Softer knees, higher hips, sink the chest. Soften it. Breathe in. Exhale, walk, step, or hop, both feet back up to the top of the mat. Once here, inhale to lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Pause for the complete release. Shake it out if you want. Open the mouth, even just let your mouth just kind of hang open for a second. And then shift weight into the heels, bend your knees, lower hips, lift up upper body.
Inhale, sweep arms out and up. And exhale, arms down to your side. Okay. A little relax, shake it out. Check in with wrists and fingers, elbows as well. Okay. Get a sip of water. And then we'll do that similar thing. We're going to do that same ski jump. Let's use the strap. So let's get the strap, maybe hold on to the buckle part. You can fold the strap in half. It doesn't matter which hand you're holding it in. But nice and tall. So you've got the strap in one hand. We're in mountain pose. When you inhale, take both arms up. Just a good reach. Exhale, slowly bring arms out, touch the walls, and then down by your side, slightly behind you, so the free hand can catch the strap and then kind of slide it to the end or towards the end. And for this, I think I want to have you flip your palms so they're facing forward. So the palms are this way, inward, okay, like that. Got a good hold of the strap. Little bend of the knees, just kind of tip forward a little bit, just a little bit of a chair pose. And then inhale, take the arms back or just lifting up off the body. Pause so you can get used to this new sensation. You can feel like you're reaching again to the back corners of your mat with the hands. The strap is parallel to the back edge of your mat. You can bend the knees and go down a little lower. Inhale to elongate through spine. And maybe start tipping over, head down, while the hands lift. Now with the wide grip on the strap, you might find you have more mobility in the shoulders. So they might just go up and even over your head a bit. It's really not forcing that, but you might find that they naturally go up And out and over, yeah, a little easier. Wonderful. Good.
Two more breaths. Okay, stay in the fold, but bring the strap back down behind you. You can even just set it down behind you at your heels. Hands on ankles. Rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands out in front of you. Step over your strap, keep it there. To plank pose. Take a shortcut to down dog. Let's inhale, extend right leg into the air, keep it straight, right foot to the top of the mat. Let's go back to a warrior one, left heel to the earth before you rise. Okay, grab the strap in your right hand, so the right end, okay, slide it out from underneath there. You're gonna rise up to a warrior one.
You're here. Exhale, opening to warrior two, so your strap's in front. Adjust the feet for balance. Reverse your warrior, reaching up with this right hand. Get the strap dangling behind you, so maybe your left hand can reach it. Okay. You might need, now it's probably too short, the strap. So we might need to find some length here so you can really extend this right hand up and this kind of this left hand down behind you, like you're pulling the strap apart. Yeah. Lunge, reach, extend, side bend, Okay, keep hold of the strap. Big cartwheel, left hand up and around. Bring it to the floor in front here. Release it. Hands to the floor. Slide right foot back, plank pose. You can just take another shortcut to down dog here. You're certainly welcome to go through a sequence. We'll do the other side. Inhale, extend left leg up. Keep it straight, left foot to the top of the mat. Don't step on the strap. Warrior one position. So right heel to the floor. Let's grab the strap in the left hand. Okay, we're going to rise up here. Might want to have the strap long, perhaps that might help. Exhale, opening to warrior two. Reversing the warrior, get that strap behind you. Let's grab the other end with the right hand. Pull. Get nice and taut. Straight arms, like you're trying to stretch the strap. Little back bend or side bend. Keep hold of the strap. Big cartwheel so his right hand comes up and around over your head. Strap to the floor, hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose, and maybe complete your sequence. Meeting in down dog. Come down to your knees, sit back into hero. Let's get the strap out of the way, just off the mat for now. Sit off to the side. Let's swing the legs around to the front. We're going to lie on our backs, so scoot forward. Roll down, draw knees in. Return to breath, so start with some deep breathing. Add movement to those breaths. We're setting up for bridge, so set your feet onto the floor. Breathe in to fill up lungs. Exhale through the mouth so you can feel the air leave your belly. Feel that nice engagement. Peel hips off the floor. And just let the hips rise until they naturally stop. You don't have to force the lift, just pause when they stop. And wherever you are, you might want to adjust where your feet are. They could be kind of close, so your knees and feet are hip distance apart. I know for me, I like to take my feet wider than my hips, much wider actually. One, it gives me a little bit more space in my hips and back so I don't feel that pinch or bind, and I can actually lift a little higher. Now with the upper body, rock left and right several times to get your shoulders underneath you. So we're mimicking what we've already been doing with other postures. Getting the arms behind us, in this case underneath us, to open up through the chest. You can do several things with the arms. Either just keep them flat on the floor, okay, or interlace your fingers if they can reach. Or if you need more stability up top, bend your elbows so your arms are at 90 degrees and push into the floor with your shoulders, triceps, and elbows so you feel a bit more stable up top and you can hold the posture with more strength and integrity. Feel the energy in the body, good strength building, more endurance. 2 more breaths. After the second breath, just start to soften a little bit. Just lower the hips slightly. Wiggle the feet forward and extend your arms straight up into the air. That should create space in your back so you can come all the way down to the floor safely. Extend the legs out in front. Arms behind you, reach, stretch. With the feet, you might point your toes and flex the feet, and do that a couple times maybe. And while we're lying flat here, you're going to give yourself a hug. Okay, just wrap your arms around you, and if you can, reach each shoulder, be opposite shoulders here, and even behind the shoulders. Get your fingers in the back part of the shoulders. And as you give yourself this hug, notice which arm is in front of the other. Take a few breaths. All right. Release. Maybe reach up with the arms so you can switch the arms and hug in the other way. So we're switching the positioning of the arms. Holding onto the shoulders, or if you can, wrap the fingers so they're touching the back portion of your shoulders. And we'll release, and re-extend the arms up, and then just bring them down by your side, just to simple rest for a few seconds in the Shavasana. You might even flip your palms up, let your legs and feet relax as if you really are in Shavasana. So letting everything go for a moment. And soon we're going to reactivate the body. We're going to rise to seated and move to boat. So when you're ready, draw both knees into chest. Get the breathing going so you can use an active exhale to rock up to seated or roll to your side and press yourself up to seated. You can work your way right into boat however you like. I typically start with heels on the floor, bent knees, holding on to extend spine, lean back, finding the proper tension, breathing, of course. And this could be the pose, just like this, or with free hands, or find that balance in the seated position so you can float the feet into the air. Knees can stay bent or slightly extended. Activate the feet, either pointed toes or flexed feet, even if the heels stay on the ground. Free hands or holding on. We're moving from here. Breathe in. Exhale, cross legs, either hands in front or to the side, so you can get the legs unfolded and re-extended behind you. Plank pose. Right side plank. We're going to keep the right hand on the floor, open up towards the windows. Now, the first time we brought the knee to the floor, the right knee. You can certainly bring the right knee to the floor and open up to the left side of the room. Yes, make your kickstand and then open up. Perfect, just like that. Or with straight legs. If your legs are straight, be sure they are straight. Okay, straight as can be. Flex feet. That's it, very strong arms and shoulders here too. Breathe in. Exhale, careful return to the earth. And if you can, just roll over to the other side. Side plank, left hand. Or bring left knee to the floor. Kickstand. Again, if the legs are straight, be sure they are straight. If there's even a slight bend in the knee, okay, either knee, it kind of destabilizes the pose. Flex the feet for a little extra energy in those straight legs. Let's breathe in. And exhale, return to the earth. Plank. Let's take another quick rest. Knees to the floor. Maybe take the knees slightly wider. Sitting back into child's pose. Let's make it an active child's pose so the hips just continue to draw back. They might reach the heels, but of course they don't have to. While the hands reach out in front of you. And we kind of did this in seated when we're seated with the legs crossed and the arms are extended out in front. So you can do another side stretch. So walk your hands over maybe towards the left edge or corner of your mat. Reach in that direction to feel the lengthening through the right side of your body. Even take a deep breath into the right rib cage. Let it expand. Can you feel it move and push outward? 3 breaths. It's a great way to stretch the muscles around the rib cage. Just that deep breathing. Come back to center, even pause there for a second or two. Then the other side. Reaching towards the right, breathing into the left.
strong, deep inhale to feel that expansion, that stretch. We'll come back to center. You might need to rest your forehead on the floor, or if you have a block nearby, you can rest your forehead on a block. So you can take your hands and just kind of drag them back behind you or just alongside your shins, palms up maybe, so your arms can relax and your shoulders can relax.
We'll take 3 more breaths here. Moving slowly, if your arms are behind you, maybe just kind of drag your hands so they're in front of you, just so you can press and lift yourself up to heroes. We just want to reposition our strap. So let's get our strap in place. Here, I think you may want to fold it in half again. I'm going to place it on the left side of our mat buckle near the top here. I think that should work, something like that. Come back to hands and knees. You might even tuck your toes and even sit back to stretch the toes if you need to. We're going to move through cat-cow into down dog. So you'll inhale cow, that's the back bend. Exhale into cat. Hold cat. Keep that rounded feeling, tuck toes, then lift knees off the floor, send hips into the air, keep the knees bent, hips high, chest sinks. And then we'll flow. Inhale, extend right leg up behind you, keep it straight. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to a high lunge, so it means your left heel stays lifted. Don't rise yet. Just get the lunge set up. So all 10 toes are pointing forward, shifting the weight back a little bit so you have some balance. Even rise to fingertips so you can extend the spine. Now let's grab the strap in the left hand, grabbing the buckle there. Then we'll rise from here, rising up to our high lunge. Once we're tall, same thing. We're going to reach up, lunge low, but feel like the legs are kind of squeezing in towards each other, so don't feel too wobbly to engage the legs. Good, we're going to inhale, start to rise up to straighten the legs a little bit. Exhale, open to warrior two. Warrior two, so adjust the feet. There is a right knee bend. Now we got the strap in our backhand. Okay. We're going to inhale, reach out with the arms. Exhale, bring the arms down behind you. Grab the strap. Get the end of the strap. Again, I think we're going to flip the palms so they're facing forward again. Alrighty? I'm going to do the same thing. You are here. So we're kind of maybe looking at the right side of the room, at the windows. You're going to turn your torso, so your torso and heart's maybe facing this left corner of the room. Inhale, tip the chin up. And on the exhale, lead with your heart and fold. So your heart's coming forward towards the corner of the room or right knee. Hands are lifting, reaching to the back of the room. Once you hit the thigh, stay there for a second. You might be parallel to the floor. That's good. We want to inhale. Exhale, either stay here or if you're able, go a little deeper. Even swing away from the leg so you're not touching it to go even lower. And maybe the arms, because they're wide, and the hand and arm position, you can probably take them overhead. Yes. 2 more breaths. We're going to rise back up. Release the strap from the left hand and kind of bring the strap around to the front here. So you're in the right hand here. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Reversed warrior, reaching up with the right hand. Might have to find some length again with the strap so we can grab it with the left and do that same stretch we did earlier. Lengthening. And our reversed warrior. A big cartwheel out of the pose. Keep hold of the strap, around and down to the floor in front. Actually, take it to your right side. And if you have a second there, you can even fold the strap again, get it set up on the right side. Plant the hands, slide right foot back, plank pose. Just take a shortcut to down dog. Same sequence, other side. Inhale, extend left leg into the air. Left foot to the top of the mat. We're setting up for high lunge. Don't rise up too quickly because we need to shift the body weight back to find balance. All 10 toes are pointing forward. Rise to fingertips to start that extension of spine. Grab strap in right hand and then reach forward and up, hinging up. Yes. Open warrior 2. Good extension. Inhale, reach out more with the arms. Exhale, bring arms down behind you so you can grab the strap. You're going to flip the palms so they're facing forward. Here, near the ends of the strap, turn torso so you're facing the right corner of the room. We'll inhale, tip the chin up, feel like your heart's lifting. Exhale, send heart forward and down as your strap lifts and reaches to the back of the room. Pause at parallel or at the thigh. Inhale, get more length. Exhale, stay here or go deeper, even swing away from the leg so you can go even lower. Arms coming up and overhead with the strap. Just keep pulling the strap apart. Okay, we're going to rise back up. Okay, keep hold of the strap in your left hand. Drop the right. Reach forward and up. You'll be in a warrior 1. Exhale, opening warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. Grab an end of the strap. Get some length. Extend. Nice lunge in that front knee. Stretching, pulling that strap apart. Feeling that stretch on the left side. And our big windmill out of the pose, around and down. You can just release the strap here. Hands on the floor, slide left foot back, plank pose. Finishing your push-up. Modify it or still skip it. Downward facing dog. Okay, come back down to your knees. Let's get the strap set up again. Okay, basically the same sequence. I'm going to add another movement, an attempt to at least. So all this wonderful choreography with a prop. Dancing with the prop is not easy. I've seen dance routines and they're using hats or umbrellas or chairs or something. It's hard. All right, on our left side. All right, back out to hands and knees. Same setup. Maybe tuck toes, cat-cow. Inhale, cow. That's the back bend. Exhale, round it out into cat. Hold cat, tuck toes, lift knees, lift hips, sink the chest. High lunge sequence. Inhale, extend right leg straight up and back. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat, finding your center. Don't rise too quickly. Find your center, rise to fingertips to extend spine. We're grabbing strap in left hand, rising up. Here's our high lunge. We're opening to warrior 2. Okay, inhale, reach. Exhale, arms down behind you. Grab the strap. We're not spinning the palms. Okay, and we're going to keep them facing back because I think this works better. Okay, for this next thing. Same thing, we're setting up for that humble warrior, so we're turning torso towards that left corner of the room. Inhale, tip chin up. Exhale, fold. Okay, it's going to feel a little different because of the hand position, so we may not go as deep. Maybe you can. Maybe you do need to spin the hands around. Maybe they do need to face forward for this. Rise up onto tiptoes behind you. Bring the left hand down to is this what I want? We need to lengthen this strap here. Left hand to the floor so your right hand can reach up into the air. So you can kind of release the strap. So if you can see me, it's something like this. So a revolving side angle. So I've got this left palm on the strap so I can actually pull with the right hand. Inhale. And exhale, so you can get that strap maybe over your head. Bring the hands to the floor, slide right foot back, plank pose. Let's just bring knees to the floor. Sit back again into hero. See, dancing with the strap is not easy. Let's get set up for the other side. You can probably keep it long. You may not need to fold it. You can keep it long if you'd like. And then back to the down dog. Let's do the cat-cow again. Tuck toes. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Hold cat. Lift knees and hips. Down dog. Inhale, left leg into the air. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. High lunge, finding your center. Rise to fingertips, extend spine. Let's grab the strap, right hand. Rise up. I'm keeping my strap long this time. Opening warrior 2. But I get that strap behind here. Inhale. Exhale, drop so I can grab the strap. And again, let's flip the palms forward. At least that worked for me, but you can always change the position of your hands. Turning torso towards the right corner of the room, going for our humble warrior. Inhale, tip chin up, heart up. Exhale, hinge forward. Just come to thigh level, is good. So we're getting ready for that revolving side angle with the strap. So rise up on the tiptoes behind you. Bring this right hand, if you can, all the way down to the floor. Bring in a block as the left hand is holding onto the strap, pulling it up towards the ceiling. Yes. Kind of forces that extension of the arm. 2 more breaths. Okay. And then strap over your head and onto the floor there. Hands to the floor. Slide left foot back. Plank pose. Complete your series. Meet in down dog for a moment. Just a breath or 2. Then come back down to your knees after a moment in down dog. I think we're done with the strap, so we can set the strap to the side, but bring in your block. Bring in your block and place it at the top of your mat in front of you there. So from hands and knees, come back out to plank pose. Basically, we're just going to move down to Chaturanga Dandasana, but you can also bring knees to the floor first, which you may want to do anyway. And just slowly come all the way down to your belly. Even scoot back a little bit so you're entirely over the mat. Keeping the hands for a moment underneath the shoulders. Just feel this sensation. And then extend your arms out to the side, making a capital T with the body so your arms are perpendicular to the rest of your body. From here, let's bring the left hand in underneath the shoulder again. So left hand underneath the shoulder. Push into the floor with the left hand so you roll onto your right side. All right, now if you need to change the angle of that right arm, please do so. If you can,
If you can reach your block, you might want to bring the block in so you can use it as a headrest if you need to. And for a little extra balance, maybe you're already doing this automatically, is using the left leg, the top leg, bending the knee, turning the knee so it's pointing towards the ceiling so you can set your foot onto the floor, perhaps behind the right leg that's extended. And that should give you some stability and balance as we hold this pose. So another great opening for chest. Certainly the shoulder, we've got acupressure, since we've got weight on the shoulder here. To deepen it, you just open up more. To soften it, roll more towards your belly. A little extra, that right hand, the palm is probably on the floor. If you can you flip your palm up? Can you turn just the palm so it's up? This is an option. Stay here, or if you can, if you're balanced, take the left hand off the floor, bring it behind you. See if you can find your right hand. Maybe your fingers meet. Maybe the fingers touch. Maybe they don't. Maybe you can interlace fingers if they... I can't even find my hand. It's back there somewhere. Or even just rest it on low back. Yeah. That's just an option. You can always keep that hand in front. 3 more breaths. Very dynamic. Okay, we're coming out of the pose. So slowly and carefully roll back down onto your belly. Make sure your left hand is in front there to support you. Extend the left arm out to the side. Bring the right hand in underneath the shoulder. Push to roll. Grab that block underneath the head. A little head rest. The right hand will help you to manipulate the depth of that rotation and the shoulder stretch. Use that top right leg and set the toes down behind the extended left leg to maintain stability where you are. So the foot on the floor, that's it. You can bend the knee. Good. Staying here or playing with that option. That left palm, if you can, flip it up. Take the right hand behind you. You might have to change the angle of the arm, but can you reach the fingers? Can you interlace? There you go. Or even just resting the right hand on your low back. Breathing. As you're feeling that pressure in that left shoulder, again, kind of opening up that tie-in, that space between the shoulder muscles and the pectoral muscles there. They tend to get pulled inward, right? Here we're giving them a good stretch. All right, let's ease our way out of the pose, back down to your belly. Both hands underneath the shoulders so you can push back to hands and knees and eventually to child's pose. Same thing, you might start with arms extended out front for a moment. Stay there. You can do those side stretches again. You can go to that embryo pose where you bring your arms down by your side so your shoulders get to relax. Again, using something soft for your forehead if you'd like your block or a blanket or a shirt. Wonderful. There's a lot of work today with the extension of the arms, side stretches, building strength, mobility in the shoulders, endurance in the shoulders. Let's take 3 more breaths. But feel free to stay here longer if you need a little bit more time in this restful position. And when you do move, take your time. You might just, if you're an embryo, just slide the hands forward so you can push into the floor and be lifting up to your hero. Come out of hero by sitting off to the side, swinging the legs around to the front.
Create space behind you so you can roll onto your back. Hug knees in. Here you might want to rotate the ankles since you're kind of sitting on the feet. Flex and point. Add some movement here through the hips and back by moving the knees. And then from here, just start moving into postures that would feel good to you. Think of this as your personal closing sequence. A variety of yoga postures you can practice here. Maybe some hip openers like happy baby pose, reclining cobbler's pose. You might want to add spinal twist. You can go upside down if you want, shoulder stand or just legs in the air. Maybe another back bend like bridge. So those are just a few of many yoga poses you could do, or just any movement. It doesn't have to be yoga, just something that would feel good. Maybe you just want to move your hip, move your knee, stretch your leg. Continue to move in the postures that feel good to you. Whenever you feel complete with your movements, just make your way to a restful, relaxing, restorative position. It could be Shavasana or any other position for your body that feels good. Even support the body by using props like a bolster or a blanket. As you hold here in stillness, return to the awareness of your breath. Simply notice your breathing. An in and out sensation. how your body responds to each inhale and exhale. And as you make this reconnection to breath, take 5 slow, deep breaths. The expansion in the lungs and belly. Exhale to completion. Filling yourself up on those inhales. Exhale to empty. Begin to feel movement return to your body as you're breathing with intention. Acknowledging your practice. All this wonderful and dynamic work with the arms, shoulders, the stretches, the lengthening. When you feel ready to move, slowly and carefully roll to either side of your body. Just pausing for a moment in this nurturing pose. And continue to move as slowly as you can. You might want to use your hands pressing into the earth to guide your way up to seated. Once you're here, feel the extension of the spine as you sit up tall, with relaxed shoulders and arms and hands. And one last movement together. We'll inhale, extend arms out and up. On the exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart space, taking one more breath in and out. And as we come to the close of this portion of our journey together, we bow, saying, Namaste.
Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.